I've been saying it, but now the numbers make it clear. All of you, XRP is loading. It's not just a pump or a rally. Talking about a $20 bill by Christmas is really going on. Why? It's easy. The M2 money supply is going through the roof. XRP's rails are getting bigger in ways we've never seen before, and the US government is about to make crypto rules that could completely change the US market overnight. The billionaires are already telling us what will happen next while everyone else is busy with noise. If you don't see this, you'll have to tell your kids why you didn't do anything when the signs were clear. Now, without further ado, welcome back to the Bullwinkle Blueprint. You already know what to do if you're new here. Click subscribe to make sure you never miss a video. Thank you very much, and please give that thumbs up if you're coming back for more of that powerful, good, and exciting information. YouTube will share the video more if more people give it a thumbs up. So let's get right to it. The prices haven't changed much since this morning. We won't be here for long. $116,491 in Bitcoin. Ethereum is now worth $4,518. And XRP, hey, it's up 1 penny since the video this morning, $34. The value of all cryptocurrencies is still $4.07 trillion. Let's look at this now. Most people don't even bother to think about this. The world's M2 money supply, it is going straight up. Central banks add a lot of cash to the system. The cash just needs to find a place to live. In the past, it was housing and gold, but now it's Bitcoin and crypto. Look at the charts. Bitcoin has been very close to M2 for more than 10 years. That line shows how the Bitcoins overlap and how much they are the same. You can see that we blow up a bit. We went flat here. You can see where the next move is, though. Up is the next move. This thing is going to stand up straight. If you missed the first video of the day, we talked about how we haven't seen that euphoric phase or those parabolic blow-off tops. The interesting thing is that this is no longer just about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in the index play, which means it works. I think XRP will be useful. As M2 goes up and Bitcoin follows it, investors start to put their money into other assets that have real-world uses. That's where XRP is. This is not a meme coin or a theory. It is a real global payments network that is being used by some of the biggest names in banking and finance now. That's why speculation goes crazy when the money supply grows, but utility tokens are where the long-term money is. Also, wait until you hear what I have to say about capital flows. We're going crazy, taken off. That's right. This is very big. There are no complicated exchanges, no tether middlemen, and no stable coin swaps. You can just put cash into XRP. You want to talk about how XRP can separate itself from Bitcoin. We need more direct on-ramps from USD to XRP. That's the way to get rid of that Bitcoin link. Also, guess what? 8.16 million came in right away. That's huge, everyone. That's the first day. This isn't pushing buttons in a store. This is demand routing at the institutional level through US infrastructure that is regulated. And when you make it as easy to buy XRP as it is to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, the floodgates open. Take a look. It's easy for one exchange to move $8 million in an instant. But what happens when Coinbase, Fidelity, or even BlackRock ETFs make direct exposure normal? It's not just a change in the price chart, it's proof. Exchanges won't add fiat rails if they don't think people will want them. Just in time, XRP is coming out of the shadows and into the light, thanks to the US government. They finally told us when the quarter regulatory deadline was, and those due dates are coming up fast. As you can see, Smoke pulled up all the information and broke it down very well for us. In September, 12 Democratic senators dropped a market structure framework, which was the first step. The part about the SEC should pass committee by the end of the month. As of October, a Senate committee will be writing up rules on digital goods and working out disagreements over who has authority between the SEC and CFTC. It's finally here, something we've been waiting for years. In November, the committees will work to settle the disagreements, and the president might get it before Thanksgiving. Take that in. We've been pleading for clarity for years, and now we have a year to get all of our bills signed into law. People, this isn't just positive. This really is historic. What will happen once the rules lock in the big players who have been watching? They let banks, funds, and pensions work again. It's true, even though you hear me say it all the time, all of them are coming. They're going to lean toward which asset do you think? But the ones that are clear and use XRP are at the top of the list. It is king. After that, we get this. Hello, Tom Lee. The Bitcoin supply shock is about to happen. People, he says, we can make more than $3 million. I mean, Tom Lee makes a lot of predictions. Let's tell the truth. Take a listen to this. It has been mined for 95% of all Bitcoin, but 95% of people in the world don't have Bitcoin. I just think that there is still a huge gap between demand and supply, which means that over the next 10 years, there will be a lot more people who want to buy Bitcoin. Now, I believe there is a lot of room for growth toward your 150-point goal. Yes, 150, 200, or even 250 this year. What, 150 to 200 or even 250? Have you thought about how much that would cost you in the end? Well, I believe it should have at least the same value on the network as gold, and the gold that's above ground is probably worth 23 trillion. That's about 1.2 million Bitcoin then. But I believe Bitcoin is worth more than gold. Like gold, I mean, Bitcoin could be 2 million. $3 million for a long time. I mean, even more. What do you think? I won't be upset if Bitcoin hits $3 million because I'm already wondering how high XRP will go if Bitcoin hits $3 million. That's interesting, right? And Tim Draper says Bitcoin is going to 250,000. He is thinking about this year. Think about it. If Bitcoin hits 250,000, XRP could go from 19 to 30, 35, or even $40, depending on where that sine curve top goes. Set this up. There's a lot going on. The rules are finally being put in place. Fighting is going to happen between the SEC and the CFTC, and these rules will finally be set in stone. Tom Lee told us that Bitcoin would be worth $3 million. I believe Tim Draper is smarter than Tom Lee. He plans to make $250,000 by the end of the year. Still, some people are saying that this bull run should end. It's still going on. It's still not over. Then, did you hear about the news about PayPal? The stablecoin for PayPal, PYUSD, is now live on Stellar.